feel like I keep putting off making videos because I feel like they're not perfect. Um, the fact that I keep saying I feel leads me to believe that it's an emotional component. Um, yeah, I don't know why I hold back posting videos. I guess because I haven't quite figured it out. But I decided today that instead of trying to like make myself make more sense before I am there, I would really like to just share my experience, um, because I know there's people out there going through it. Because what I'm not sharing, give it like a day or two, and I see um, other voices for that collective energy that I'm tuning into. So I really feel like I'm doing a disservice to myself and I'm doing a disservice to everybody else by not sharing that. So I want to start just authentically sharing what I'm working on and what I'm going through and what I'm tuning into, regardless of it being. These mosquitoes are killing me. Regardless of it being um perfect. I'm not even sure what this is going to be about yet. I really it's just like every time I think about sharing, it's like what am I going to say? And maybe it's because I need to do the work. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of sharing content, sharing opinions, and sharing um, wisdom and knowledge and information, lots of information. And we're just kind of like blurting out other people's information, we're blurting out other people's wisdom, and we're sharing that with other people without actually integrating that within ourselves, and even more so without using that information that we're sharing to help us integrate our own experience on why we connected with that wisdom in the first place. We're really just spiritually bypassing. That's what I really want to talk about, because I've been thinking about it for literally months now since quarantine started. Kind of talked on it, but not really. And I don't think it's going to be going away for a while. I think that's going to be a major theme. And the internet helps us to do that because we're posting about this and this and this, and depending on how you use the internet. But I'm speaking for myself. When I use the internet to try to spread what I truly want to subscribe to. So I'm spreading like inspirational quotes. I'm spreading like childhood trauma posts and stuff like that. And sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing, and you think you're doing a service, like, oh, I'm sharing this for somebody else, but that's not your own internalized truth to be sharing. You know what I mean? We are moving into a new age now, but this information age that we've grown up on is really a distraction from our own technology, our own inner magic, and our own truth. We have beautiful opportunities to spread our truths to other people, but we have to do the work to receive those truths. And the spiritual bypassing that I'm talking about is really just a lack of doing the work, and it's funny because a lot of times when you're in a state of spiritual bypassing, you don't realize it until you really hit the fan and your shadow's like, hello there. Can you guys see that? That looks really cool. My camera must be blurry. Sorry. What was I saying? This is why I haven't made videos in a while. But it's like, you know, that's not doing it. It's not doing any good. And I think the reason I keep coming across the same, like, things, get out of my face, that I want to share is because I haven't expressed them. And I am internalizing them. I am doing the work, but it's a process. It's a process for me. You know what I mean? And so I think I'd like to flip my perspective on sharing videos and really just express my truth, my process, my journey. And for right now, that is really trying to do the work. And you can't do the work, you can't come into resonance with your truth without embodying your vessel. That's something I feel like is very important for all of us right now. Because with all this information and all this, all these opinions, all this energy, and all this shadow that the light is now making known, the light is exposing so much shadow within our collective consciousness that it seems like the world's going to shit. But it's not. It's actually a what's the word I'm trying to think of? An effect of more light coming into the consciousness of our planet. And it's amazing, and it's a beautiful thing. But that being said, these shadows are growing not stronger. The shadows are not growing stronger. Do not be fooled. But they're being exposed, and that can have a lot of pull because of our unhealed shadows. You know, like attracts like, and we can get easily pulled into those shadow aspects, and we can get pulled into the information on the internet. We can get pulled into spiritual bypassing and just spreading information without integrating and doing the work ourselves. And this is taking us away from our beings, our body vessels, our tech, our technology, our creative vessels. We are being called to practice embodiment, full embodiment, fully engaging in your human body and feeling what it's like to be in a human body. And from then, when you tune back into yourself, you have an opportunity to interact organically and authentically with your reality. And living in such a way creates positive momentum that can lead to joy and happiness and creativity. And that creativity will lead you to sparks of truth talking through you. And you won't be sharing other people's truths. You'll be sharing truths that are coming through you, specifically you, that nobody else is going to receive. Because it's your perspective. It's your truth. That's another thing. Everyone can have their own reality. It's proven at this point It's proven by quantum physics. It's proven by psychic mediums. It's proven by tuning in that all realities exist at once, and there are an infinite amount of parallel realities, of experiences, an infinite amount, and they are all existing right now, in this moment, and this moment, and this moment. So I feel like we need to work, and it's also something that I'm working on, which would help us to stop spreading not false information, but information that's not ours to spread. We can swallow that and we can integrate it, and that's a whole nother step that I'm working on personally. But I feel like a lot of what we need to work on collectively is respecting each other and having compassion for each other, because we're all in it together. We're on the same plane of existence. We are all bound by the same laws, universal, spiritual, energetic laws. We're in this together, and I believe we need to have compassion for each other, and something that I want to be working on. And that compassion extends itself to the acceptance of each other, and to the acceptance of our differences and our different state of beings, our different perspectives, our different realities. And we can coexist with those different realities. Everyone is living in their own truth. And while yes, there are truths that blanket our experience, our human experience, there's an infinite amount of truths within that. And I think it's our responsibility to tune into ourselves and worry about your own self. And that's really all I got right now. I hope I post this. Thanks.